who is our keynote presenter today about the Culpeper 250th Committee, and she's discussing Culpeper's role in the country's semi-quincentennial celebration. I butchered it again.
Honestly, I was hopeful someone else was going to have to say that, not me today. So, all right, I'm going to share my screen. We do have a presentation for you guys. So let me make sure I can do that. Hopefully this is the right one. All righty. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm gonna, in the essence of time, I'm gonna roll through our presentation. I guess we've only been waiting 250 years to talk about the 250th, so we'll go through this pretty quickly here. So the Culpeper VA 250th Committee, the committee began planning and meeting in late 2022, so we've actually been meeting for quite some time now and continues to meet bi-monthly. Some of the community partners on the Culpeper VA 250th Committee includes SAR Culpeper Chapter, the DAR Culpeper Chapter, Historic Germanna, Liberty Hall, Culpeper Baptist Church, Little Fork Church, Museum of Culpeper History, and Write the Record with Zan Nelson. So we've actually had a really great group of individuals who bring an ample amount of knowledge. It's always a very fun meeting where I learned all sorts of history facts every single time they come together. So it's always very exciting when everyone meets, and we go from there. So the brand development, we utilized Tony Rozadowski with Rozraducky Design. The Culpeper VA 250th brand was thoughtfully developed to position Culpeper, Virginia as a premier destination for experiencing America's 250th anniversary. It's rooted in the community's rich history, Revolutionary War history. The brand blends historic authenticity with modern, inviting aesthetic that appeals to today's travelers. Through cohesive visual identity, messaging, and storytelling, the Culpeper VA 250th brand unifies events, public art, signage, and marketing efforts under a single recognizable theme. We have received $52,740 in grants from the Virginia Tourism Corporation VA 250 Tourism Marketing Program, as well as from the VA 250 Virginia Humanities Grant and the Virginia Commission for the Arts Creative Communities Partnership Grant. So we've been very excited about the grants that have been received for this, and we've put it to great use with all of the public art, signage, and marketing efforts. Our website and content development. So our website is a central hub for events, tours, and history. We actually continuously update that and add new events to it, almost on what feels like a weekly basis. There's stories that have been curated from historians within the community, events, and then other programming that exists through the museum and other avenues. Our marketing campaign is a multi-channel marketing campaign leveraged print, broadcast, digital, and social media to reach audiences across platforms and drive engagement. The Culpeper VA 250th brand was seen over 4.2 million times, directly resulting in 55,384 direct website clicks. The click-through rate is 1.32, which the benchmark is 0.08. So we're very proud of that click-through rate. It's been consistent since pretty much the beginning, and it also sits on our Visit Culpeper page as one of the most clicked items on that page as well. So we're seeing some great engagement with this marketing campaign, and the top cities to visit the Culpeper VA 250th website is Ashburn, Virginia, Baltimore, Maryland, and Washington, D.C., which is 3 of our target markets that we use for Visit Culpeper as well. The mural development. So this was where our Virginia Commission for the Arts grant came into play. We did a large-scale mural showcasing Culpeper's Revolutionary War story. Sorry about that typo there. Blends history with modern public art to engage visitors, creates a permanent attraction and photo destination, and strengthens Culpeper's VA 250th branding and placemaking. This was completed last year by Leighton Scarborough. We're very pleased with it. It sits right there on 522 with that entrance going into Yow Meadow Park. It's very eye-catching. Actually, I have a anecdote story where I was driving by the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at that beautiful mural. And I almost forgot that I spent a lot of time out there with Leighton about a year ago. So it's very eye-catching, it's very beautiful, and it really guides you into Yow Meadow, which I think is a really great additive off of 522. the historic sign in VA 250th Mobile Museum, the new Road to Revolution sign installed at the historic inn at Raccoon Ford in May 2025. The VA 250th Mobile Museum was hosted at the Culpeper Air Fest on October 11th in Heritage Park from August 18th through August 10th, 2025. If you guys remember it sitting out there, it was out there for quite some time, and it's a great mobile museum. Culpeper was one of the selected locations for it to be at last year. Then we had the Culpeper VA History Week. It was a wonderful week hosted by Sons of the Revolution, Daughters of the Revolution, the Culpeper Museum. There was active youth engagement. Over 1,700 attendees were out at Yale Meadow Park and surrounding areas, as well as Salubria. You see the love sign was at Salubria up there. And so we were really excited about the turnout of this event for this History Week for the Culpeper VA 250. And we have won some awards. We've won the 2025 Virgo Award winner for the Best Comprehensive Advertising Campaign. This BDA came at a perfect timing because just yesterday at the State Tourism Association Annual Spring Conference, Culpeper 250th History Week received the 2026 Virgo Award for Best Destination Event. We, throughout social media, we've seen 4.2 million plus impressions, 55,000 plus clicks, 19,000 new users. We had the 1,700 plus attendees at the VA 250 History Week. We're seeing this event and this initiative with strong impact on visitation, engagement, and economic growth, and it has positioned Culpeper as a premier VA 250 destination. Our ongoing marketing for the campaign just continues across print, digital, and social media, promoting upcoming VA 250 signature events and experiences throughout Culpeper, continued development to highlight tours, programs, and heritage sites, targeted outreach to regional audiences, and sustained efforts to build awareness and momentum through the 250th commemoration, including some events that are going to be happening at our 4th of July this year. All right, and then thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Thank you, Tori.
Yeah.
Any questions for Tori?
The logo is really nice.
I know.
That's a nice job.
Tony did a great job on that. He really captured the colors and the tones and the feel of really what we wanted to embody. It took a while. The committee, if you can imagine, with that many people in a room, it took a minute to land on a logo that everyone was really in on. And I'm happy. We're happy where it landed.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah. I know every time I see it, I'm like, that's a good logo.
And congratulations on the award.
Thank you. Thank you. We're very excited about it. We were having Nicole and I were on the phone when Paige was texting us about it, and we're like, oh my gosh, we got to go update the PowerPoint. So
that's awesome. So I know that you track the tourism tracks through cell phone data where people are coming from. Where's the furthest somebody came from for this event or for these series of events? Have you been able to, I know that with CulpeperCon, we were able to track and see where some of the furthest people came from. Just curious, do you have any fun anecdotes of where the furthest came from for the 250?
It's not as exciting as it would be. It's it's not like we had someone from Ontario come or something like that. We a lot of individuals came from Pennsylvania. And so a lot of them came from Pennsylvania, New York, North Carolina. I think we had a handful out in Washington. I think some of those, when you think about how far, if it's like one or two little pings, likely it's friends and family. So what we'll do is we'll compare if they went to the visitor center too. And on that day, if we have someone with a Washington state zip code that came through, we're like, and it's friends and family. So nothing super fun and no real anecdotes, but the really the usual players, I will say, the Pennsylvanias, the New Yorks, the North Carolinas. Yeah,
Pennsylvania's still a good distance. I mean,
it is.
Some of us come here and move here and live here then. So
yes.
Dr. Brads, you had a question?
Tori, yeah, quick question. You mentioned the July 4th and some things coming up there. Do you have other future date items? Because just literally yesterday I learned of the tractor trailer museum that you mentioned is going to be in Culpeper in October. Are you aware of that at the I'm gonna get it wrong, but it's something about Aging Together event that's going to be at the sports complex.
It's at the Art of Aging Expo on,
Okay, as usual, Jeff is correcting me, but
Nope, you're right.
the one day we're trying to get some of our students out there, as reserved. I think it's Friday, October the 16th. So
Mhm.
you have a list of other upcoming things?
Yeah, on the Culpeper VA 250th website, pretty much all of our
Okay.
events are on there.
Okay, thank you.
Anything that's
Thank you.
been submitted. Yeah, and then the mobile museum, it can be reserved by anyone, and so I was not personally aware of it being reserved again, but that's really great. It's a great
Okay.
museum. So
Thank you.
Well, that is good to